So a lot of Huawei owners or Huawei smartphone owners love their smartphones. If you have a P30 Pro, you damn well know how good that camera is and you know how sweet that battery life is. But you're also kind of nervous because you don't know what's going to happen with the company because 3 months ago, they were placed on the US Entity List, permitting American companies from working with them. You've been kind of getting a little sweaty because you don't know if your device is going to get future updates after the 90-day extension, which ends on November 17th, is gonna cause any problems. Google is one of those American companies. Google is the owner of Android. Android is the dominant operating system on smartphones today. And we don't know what's going to happen after that November 17th date. The trade war is heating up. I don't see this being squashed anytime soon. So it has a lot of people feeling a bit uncomfortable. Now we do know that Huawei did announce their launch date or launch event for the Mate 30 series, which is coming out September 19th. But it doesn't mean that the Google Play services will be on their devices. Now this poses a lot of problems to potential Mate 30 Pro owners. Like, are you going to buy a device that doesn't have the Google Play services? I mean, we need the Google App Store in order to download all these applications for our device to function correctly. Now, if you're in China, well, one, you're probably not watching this video because YouTube's banned there, but you don't have to worry about this because Google Play services was never a thing on your smartphone. And this is fine for China because Huawei smartphones have been selling like crazy. Over 40% of people buying smartphones from Huawei this year in China. Now, here's the thing. The Mate 30 Pro is the focus of this video, and their slogan this year is Rethink Possibilities. That means I feel like they're gonna be starting off fresh. They're still gonna announce a Mate 30 and Mate 30 Pro with the Android operating system. They're gonna release it in China because the whole Google Play Store thing is not a big deal to them, but the rest of the world will probably not get their hands on the Mate 30 Pro unless they decide to release it without the Google Play Store. If they do that, you're probably gonna have to be a kind of tech-savvy user because you're gonna have to sideload apps onto your devices. Most people, common user, don't even know what that means, so they're probably not gonna buy the device. But what we will see though is a phone running Harmony OS. Now we know that the Harmony OS is meant for IoT devices, anywhere from little devices that go into your home all the way to smart cars. But I think we're gonna see our first phone with the Harmony OS operating system. Now that's great. I'm glad Huawei's trying to pivot so they can save their company and continue selling smartphones, but they still have the whole hurdle of offering applications. If you have the OS, that's great, but you still need developers to develop for it. And right now, all the development is happening on iOS and Android. Even if you dump a lot of money into the platform, which we've seen in the past, it doesn't necessarily mean developers will jump board and start making these awesome apps for your platform. This is all really too bad because the Mate 20 Pro is actually my favorite release. I actually prefer it over the P30 Pro. The Mate series has always been the technical device, the device that launches with the most powerful Kirin chip, some camera upgrades, a slightly different design, and some cool new features that will then trickle on to the P series. I want to see the Mate series running with Google services, but the way things are going right now, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're gonna have a forked version of the Mate series. You're gonna have the Android device, you're gonna have a potential reference Harmony OS device, and crossing fingers, by then, there'll be some sort of remedy to this entity issue with Huawei being on the list. Maybe the government will say, you know what, let's keep Huawei on the list. They're not allowed to sell their infrastructure equipment here in our economy, but we will still sell or allow American companies to sell components to them so they can create their smartphones. Anyways, I'm curious to see what happens on September 19th. The launch is happening in Munich, Germany. I haven't been invited, crossing fingers I am, and if I am, I will cover everything about the device and we'll get to see firsthand exactly what's going to happen. Anyways, what do you guys think of the Mate 30 and Mate 30 Pro? Will you still buy one, even if it doesn't come with Google services? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.